body back up. Putting the bend back in. Left hand. Maybe opening up through the body. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another week of yoga. We're going to do a flow class this week, focusing on chest, back, heart opening, and expansion through the body. We're going to start laying down on our mats today. So go ahead and find a comfortable spot. We're gonna find a full body stretch here. So reaching the toes out in front of the body, circling the arms up overhead, stretching and lengthening out. Taking some big breaths here. Getting used to the space that you're in. Slowing down the thoughts and bringing the attention fully to this moment, to our body, to our breath, and to our practice today. Circling the arms down towards the body. We're going to walk the bottoms of the feet in, picking up the hips, tucking them under and setting them back down. So we've gotten rid of the space in our low backs. Taking the arms out to a T. We're going to lift the legs up off the mat and find a little windshield wipering back and forth. Bringing the knees to the chest, we'll wrap the arms around, tucking the chin towards the chest, curling into a ball. We can rock side to side or forward and back if you'd like. And then rolling forward, so we're seated on our mats. We're gonna take a straddle pose. So taking the legs out to the side, past the sides of our mats, a pretty wide stance here. With our exhale, softening the chest forward. We're going to walk the hands over towards the left leg. Walking through center towards the right leg. And back out in front. Tucking the chin towards the chest. We're going to inchworm the fingers further out. And then ragdoll our way back up. Taking the hands back behind the body, we can slide the legs into a more neutral spot. Again, wiggle worming the fingers a little further behind the body, fingertips pointed away. With a nice big inhale, lifting the chest, pulling the shoulder blades into the spine, taking the eyes up. Rolling the shoulders further forward to help us walk out. And we're going to lay back down on our backs. Taking the arms on either side of the body. Scoot towards the middle so you can see me. On either side of the body. With our inhale, we're going to lift the hips up off the mat. Taking our hands under the body, interlocking the fingers, and walking the shoulders a little closer under the body. With our exhale, slowly releasing the body back down towards the mat. And we'll grab the knees to the chest again. Rolling forward and back a few times, helping us pop up towards standing. And we'll find a mountain pose. Taking ankles under knees, under hips, picking up the toes, spreading them out wide, rolling the shoulders down the spine. Closing the eyes, we'll take a few deep breaths. Walking the feet a little further apart, moving into our happy elephants, letting the arms swing, lifting the back heel as we turn. And letting the arms run out of momentum, coming back to center. We'll walk the feet back in towards our mountain pose or until they touch, depending on how you're feeling today. With a nice big inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, hinging at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan diving the arms, lifting back up to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the arms down. We're going to interlock them behind the back. So pulling the shoulder blades into the spine. And with our exhale, hinging at the waist again. Releasing the arms down. And we're going to give ourselves a bear hug. Nodding the head, yes. Shaking the head, no. Releasing the hands down, inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the hands down beside the body. We'll make our way up to the top of the mat. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, finding our half high. Nice, strong, flat back. We're going to bring hands into heart center. Our right elbow is going to come across towards the left knee. So gently pushing into the knee, helping us lift up towards our left side. We're going to shift our weight into the left foot, stepping the right foot back behind, untwisting the body, and finding a warrior one. Releasing the arms down, bringing them back behind us. We can interlock the fingers. We can grab for opposite elbows, or we can just have the hands behind us, pulling the shoulder blades back further. So the shoulders come in towards the spine, opening up through the front of the body. With our next exhale, hinging at the waist, finding a humble warrior with our fingers still interlocked. Inhale to lift back up, unlocking the hands, taking them up to the ceiling. Exhale, humble warrior, sweeping the arms up and around. Inhale to lift, and one more time, softening the chest to the inside of the knee. Pressing down, lifting back up. We'll cartwheel the arm, opening up to our warrior two. Taking our left palm up to the ceiling with an inhale, reaching up and over the body. Exhale, cartwheeling the arm. Taking the right arm past the ear. Up and over the body. Moving back and forth with the breath. We're going to take that left hand and follow it with our eyes. So as it comes down, looking at it, watching it come up and over the body, up towards the ceiling, back and forth. Continuing to watch that left hand. And we'll come back to our neutral warrior two. Extending out through the left leg, sending the hips back behind, reaching out to the top of the mat. And we'll soften the left hand down, taking the right to the ceiling, side angle. Inhale, floating the body back up. Putting the bend back into the left knee. Hinging at the waist and dropping the left hand down towards the mat, right arm up to the ceiling. And another inhale floats us back up. We're going to cartwheel the arms down, framing out our left foot, taking the right foot, stepping up to the top of the mat. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Bringing the hands to heart center again, pressing away from each other. We're going to bring the left elbow across to the right knee, giving us a little bit of a twist. Shifting our weight into that right foot, stepping the left back behind, untwisting the body, warrior one. With our exhale, circling the arms down behind us. Again, grabbing for opposite hands, interlocking the finger, grabbing for the elbows, opening up through the chest, however you'd like. With our exhale, finding our humble warrior. Inhale to lift. Undoing the hands, taking them up to the ceiling. Exhale, humble warrior. Sweeping the arms back and around, lifting us back up. One more time, exhale, softening the chest. And inhale to lift. Cartwheeling the arms open, warrior two. The right hand turns up to the ceiling. With an inhale, coming up and over the body, reaching behind us. And cartwheeling the arms again. Back and forth between our dancing warriors. Same as before, we're gonna follow the right hand with our eyes. Bringing him up overhead and down in front. Back to our neutral warrior two, extending out through the right leg, sending the hips behind, reaching out in front of the body, and softening to our side angle. Inhale, floating the body back up, putting a bend into the right leg. Exhale, right hand comes down to the inside. and the left arm extends up towards the ceiling. Inhale, floating the body back up, cartwheeling the arms, framing out the right foot, stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall through the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half high. Exhale, fold. Planting the hands down, we're going to step or hop our way back to our plank. Spreading the fingertips out nice and wide, shifting forward, chaturanga lower. Inhale to a baby cobra. Exhale to soften. We'll take the hands further away from the body, out to the outer edges of the mat, tenting up on the fingertips so we can't put a whole lot of weight in them. With our next inhale, lifting the body up. Exhale to soften. Bringing the hands under the shoulder blades again, tucking the toes, pressing up and back, down dog. Wiggling out through the body. We're going to bring the left knee up to the chest or towards the nose. And dropping it down. Softening back through the right leg, finding a pigeon pose. So walking the hands in towards the body to help us lift the chest up. And with our exhale, walking the arms forward. We'll set one forearm down, set the other down on top, and then set the forehead on top of that. Finding a sleeping pigeon. With an inhale, floating the body back up, we're going to set our left hip down on the mat, taking the hands forward to help us lift the right leg up, and we'll bring it all the way around. Finding a stack to the knees. Your stack may look like this with them on the inside or the outside of the leg. Your stack may come across the lowered leg or it may flatten down. Whatever works right with your hips is what is right. Flexing through both feet, giving our knees a little extra space. With our exhale, we'll walk the hands forward, dropping the chin to the chest. Inhale, walking the hands in towards the body. We're going to bring our left hand out in front. Our right hand, we're going to swoop under the left, bringing the backs of the hands or the fronts of the hands together, finding our eagle arms. The elbows lift so they're in line with the shoulders, and we'll look past the hands. With our exhale, dropping the elbows towards the stomach, rolling into center. And an inhale brings us back up, extending the arms out nice and wide before setting them down. We're going to pick the right leg up off the stack, circling it all the way around the body, so we're back towards our pigeon pose. Framing out the left knee with the hands tucking the right toes under, lifting the left knee to the chest, and sending it back to our three-legged dog. Releasing the left leg down. We'll take the right leg up. Bending at the knee, sending that knee up towards the nose. and softening it down. Finding our pigeon pose again, walking the left leg back, softening through the hips. Walking the hands in towards the body to help us lift the chest up. And then we'll walk them out in front. Finding our sleeping pigeon again on this side. Inhale, lifting the body back up. We're going to pick up that left leg, circling it all the way around and finding our stack to the knees again. Flexing through both feet, giving us a little extra space through the knees. And with our next exhale, walking the hands forward, dropping the chin to the chest. Inhale, walking the body back in, taking our right arm out in front. Left arm swoops underneath, bringing the backs of the hands or the fronts of the hands together, looking past the arms. Curling in towards center, bringing the elbows towards the stomach. Lifting the elbows back in line with the shoulders, opening the arms out nice and wide. We will take the left leg off the top of our stack, taking it around back to our pigeon pose. Framing out the right knee with the hands tucking the left toes under, lifting the right knee to the chest and back, three-legged dog. Setting it down. And we'll hang out for a few breaths in our down dog. Wiggling out through the hips. Maybe walking out the legs. Putting a bend to the knees, we'll drop them down to our mat. Walking the hands further out in front. We're going to find a puppy pose here. So with our exhale, softening the chest towards the mat. Pressing down through the forearms, shifting the hips forward. Dropping onto the mat and reaching top with the top of the head, finding a Sphinx pose. Softening the chest down towards the mat, so we'll take the fingertips out away from the body, tenting up on the fingertips. Inhale, lifting to our baby cobra. Exhale to soften. Two more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. And once more. Lifting with an inhale. Exhale, softening back towards the mat. Pulling the hands in towards the shoulder blades, tucking the toes. Pressing up and back, down dog. Wiggling out some more through the legs. We're going to drop the right knee down towards the mat. opening up towards our left side. So our right toes are back towards the right side of the mat. With an inhale, lifting tall. So our left toes can either be parallel to the body or a little further or all the way away, depending on what muscles you kind of want to target in this next pose. I recommend just playing around with it a few times, noticing what you like best. But we're going to take the hands step further out in front of the body. And we're going to shift our weight forward and back. So shifting the hips forward, softening them to the mat. And then extending out through the back as we send the hips behind us. Shifting our weight back and forward here. And then we'll walk the hands in another step towards the body. With our exhale, softening the head towards the mat. And an inhale brings us back up. We're going to stand tall, so wiggling out however you need. It might be nice to have a pillow under our knee or a blanket or something a little extra cushiony. But with our inhale, taking our left arm up towards the ceiling, we're going to reach up towards the top of our mat. Exhale, reversing the arms, reaching towards our left foot. We'll make our way back and forth like this. Some more. Cartwheeling the arms towards the top of our mat. We'll bring the right toes back in, pressing down through the hands and sending the right feet back to our plank pose. Pressing down through the fingertips. We're going to shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga to lower. Extending the hands away from the body. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to soften. Bringing the hands under the shoulders again. Tucking the toes, pressing up and back, down dog. Dropping the left knee down to the mat. Opening up towards the right side. Again, toes can either be parallel, 45 degree, or all the way across from the body. We'll take the hands a little ways out in front. And like the other side, we're going to shift our weight forward and back from being in our wrists to back in our tailbone. Walking the hands in towards the body. With an exhale, dropping the forehead towards the mat. Inhale, lifting up again. Standing tall on that left knee. With an inhale, reaching up towards the top of the mat. Exhale, reaching back towards the right toes. Flowing back and forth some more. cartwheeling the arms down towards the top of our mat. We'll extend the left leg back behind us, finding our plank pose. Shifting forward, elbows in, chaturanga to lower. Taking the hands wider than our mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to soften. We're going to bring the hands in towards the body. And then take the left hand underneath the body, open towards the right side, palm up to the ceiling. With our right hand, we're going to take it in front of the left arm, over towards the left side. Palms up on both hands, dropping the chin to the chest. Rolling towards our right side so we can unthread the right hand. This time taking it between the left hand and the body and softening further. Dropping the chin to the chest and allowing our body weight to open up through the back of the shoulders. Rolling open towards our left side, unthreading the right, bringing palms out in front, pressing down through the forearms, lifting tall through the top of the head, Sphinx pose. Walking the hands under the shoulders again to drop the chest down. This time our right arm is going to go straight out towards the right side of our mat, palm facing down. Dropping the right shoulder to the mat. We're gently going to press down through the left hand. Maybe opening up through the body, or maybe finding just a little bit of a press through that left hand. Stretching across the front of the right shoulder. Slowly bringing ourselves back down towards our stomachs. Sliding the right hand under the shoulder, left arm goes straight out. Softening the shoulder to the mat, palm facing down. Pressing down through the right hand. Again, gently rolling us open to the right side. And slowly rolling back to center. Bringing the left hand under the shoulder blade. We'll press up to our knees, finding a tabletop pose. So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. With an inhale, taking the eyes and the tailbone up, dropping the stomach towards the mat. Exhale, arching up through the spine, bringing the chin and the tailbone under. Moving back and forth with the breath. Walking the hands in towards the body so we can sit on the heels. Taking a few deep breaths here. Stretching out the fronts of the knees, sitting tall. Walking back to our tabletop. And then taking the hands one step further out in front. Again, we're gonna find our puppy pose, dropping the chest towards the mat. Inhale, lifting back up, walking the hands in towards the body. We'll sit back on the heels, taking the arms around the body back towards the toes, dropping the top of the head to the mat. Inhale, lifting the body back up, sitting on the heels again. Taking the arms back behind us, we'll interlock the fingers, lifting the chest. Bringing the eyes forward, taking the arms out wide. We'll bring them around to the body, giving us a nice big squeeze, dropping the chin to the chest. Releasing the arms, dropping them down to one side of the mat. We'll circle the legs around. Wiggling out through the body, pointing the toes up to the ceiling, engaging all the way up the legs so the kneecaps pull up. Sitting up nice and tall, we'll take the arms up to the ceiling. Taking big full breaths here. At the end of each exhale, rechecking that posture, sitting up a little bit taller. Circling the arms down towards the body, fingertips point away. We'll walk them a little further out. And with a big inhale, shoulder blades pull into the spine, lifting the chest and the eyes up. Shoulders forward and walking the body back up. And then kind of scoot the legs forward to help us roll the pelvis back behind us so we have a little bit of a hinge at the waist to begin with. With our exhale, we'll soften towards the legs. Inhale, finding a half high, lengthening out through the spine. Exhale, dropping the chin to the chest, rolling in towards center. Inhale to expand half high. Exhale, curling in. We'll continue like this, finding a wave motion through the spine. Ragdolling our way back up. And taking the hands behind us again. We're gonna find a front plank. So it's up to you whether you like the fingertips pointed away from your body or in towards your body. I like away, but it's personal preference. With an inhale, pressing down through the hands and through the heels, lifting the hips up. Holding for a few breaths here. And an exhale brings us down. Bringing the bottoms of the feet in towards the body. We'll set the chest or the back down on the mat behind us. Lifting the hips up off the mat, curling them under and softening the back down. So we've gotten rid of the space in the low back. Bringing the left knee into the chest. Give it a big squeeze, taking the right leg long out in front. We're gonna find a gentle twist here. Taking that left knee across the right side of the body. Taking the arms out to our T. And maybe taking the eyes open towards the left side. Bringing the left knee back into the chest for a big squeeze. And then we'll set it long, bringing the right knee in. Taking the right knee across the left side of the body. Again, a real gentle twist here. Taking the eyes over towards the right hand. Bringing the right knee back into the chest for another big hug to the chest. And we'll bring the left knee up as well, hugging both into the body. And we can find a little rocking side to side. Dropping the legs down to the floor in front of us. And we're going to find either a legs up, a plow, or a bridge. So we have a couple different options here for our final chest opener. Our bridge is like we did at the beginning of class, lifting the hips up off the mat, bringing the shoulder blades in closer. We can take legs straight up to the ceiling here. Or we can find a plow pose, bringing the shoulders in towards the body, taking the legs straight up to the ceiling, and then maybe taking them up towards the head. Finding a variation that works best for you here. Taking a few deep breaths. With our exhale, we'll release our pose, softening the hips down to the mat. Walking the bottoms of the feet to the outer edges of the mat, we'll find a little windshield wipering back and forth. And then whenever you feel ready, we'll make our way to our Savasana, allowing the body to find a comfortable spot to take a moment's rest. Take a big breath in through the nose and fully releasing it back out, allowing the body to soften towards the mat as it finds some stillness here. We'll focus our attention into the breath, seeing if we can make our exhales twice as long as our inhales. Fully releasing the breath and anything that isn't serving us anymore out, before taking a big, full, deep breath back in. Taking another large breath in through the nose. And release it out as a sigh. Inviting some movement into the body by wiggling the fingers and wiggling the toes. Whenever you feel ready, I'll roll to one side, taking a moment of gratitude here. Thanking yourself for coming to your mat today, for taking this time out of your busy schedule to focus back on body, breath, and mind, and the connection between them, to help move through any energies in the body, to lengthen, to strengthen, and to wiggle out. Give yourself a nice big mental hug, and then again, when you're ready, we can make our way up to seated. Blinking the eyes open. Let's take one hand to the mat beside us, taking the other up and over the body. Cartwheeling the arms, switching sides. Coming back to center. We'll drop the hands to the knees. With an inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the eyes. Exhale, arching back through the spine, dropping the chin to the chest. One more of each. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Coming back to center again. We'll close the eyes one last time. Taking another large breath in through the nose. And releasing it out as a sigh. Thank you so much for joining me for this week of yoga. It is always such a joy and an honor to get to spend this time with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go in love and light. Namaste.